Well, the clock has struck 7, so we're going to go ahead and launch the net. Welcome to the Midwest Prepper Report Net, or MPRNet. The MPRNet promotes freedom of speech and welcomes all licensed amateur operators and unlicensed listeners alike. All licensed amateur operators are welcome to participate in the order you are checked in. Unlicensed listeners are welcome to listen and learn, but please refrain from transmitting. We encourage respectful discussions on topics such as disaster preparedness, self-sufficiency, emergency communication, survival skills, resource management, as well as local, national, and global current events. Your net control station for this net is W5DMH. When checking in, please provide your call sign, your county, and your name. We will do a sequential cell net, and you will be called for your traffic in the order you were checked in. Station traffic may consist of local weather, events, or any other topic you would like to bring up and share with the listener on the net. After you complete your traffic, please return the net to the NCS station, which again tonight is W5DMH. I will now take short time or in and out check-ins. Call now. No short times heard, so we're going to go ahead and take any regular check-ins for the Midwest Prepper Report Net. Call now.
Net control, this is Kilo 8 Oscar Bravo, Bill in Michigan. Bill in Macomb County.
Don't feel bad, Bill. I've been fighting stuff all day today, so I'm with you. So I knew it was Macomb County. You knew it was Macomb County, but you know how it goes. Any other check-ins besides Bill K8OB?
November 8, Lima Juliet, November, Larry in Lapeer County. How copy? I'm having a difficulty coming tonight.
Larry, you sound outstanding. I've got you at like 10 over.
Roger, thank you very much.
Anybody else for the Midwest Prepper Report Net? Please call now.
Kilo Echo 8, Golf Echo Kilo.
And your name and county, sir?
Name is Phil. I live in Genesee County.
Well, thanks for joining us tonight, Phil. It looks like you're a first-timer. KE8GK from W5DMH.
Yes, sir. I've listened several times in the past, but thought I should join in the fun.
Awesome. Well, thanks for taking the time to join us tonight. With that, we'll throw it out there one more time for any other check-ins for the Midwest Prepper Report Net. Call now.
Kilo Echo 8, November, Lima Echo.
Good evening, Mike. Glad you could join us. You joining us mobile or base tonight?
I'm here on the base right now.
Awesome. All right. Any other check-ins for the Midwest Prepper Report Net? Nothing else heard, so we're going to go ahead and roll up to the top of the net. We've got Mike out of Mecosta County, Kilo Delta 8, Yankee Zulu Victor. Mike, what is the status of Mecosta County tonight?
This is Mike in Mecosta, call sign KD8YZV. Good evening, Dan, and everyone on frequency. The situation here is condition green. Boy, I'm starting to have that tongue twisting problem myself here. Anyway, it is condition green. I have noted that a couple of the stores, the shelf space that assigned to products is definitely getting smaller, which makes it a little bit easier for them to maintain the illusion, I guess, that it's well stocked. Even so, I did notice a couple of holes, and I did notice some fronting, but overall, I would say most items are readily available. Fuel is dropped a little bit. We are running around 3.5 in our area right here, which isn't too bad. I do also want to pass on to you from Sparky in Montcalm County. Spoke to him on the 2-meter net earlier. and he wanted me to pass on to you condition green for Montcalm County. With that, I'll send it back to W5DMH from KD8YZV.
KD8YZV from W5DMH. Well, thank you for that green report for Mecosta County and a green report for Montcalm County as well. Thank you for joining us tonight, Mike. And for a signal report, you're running about 10 to 20 over now. I can't explain it. Meters are all over the place. Your audio is outstanding as always, but you're showing up on the meter at 10 to 20 over now, which is normal. So I don't know. I can't explain it. With that, we're going to drop down to Lance out of Jackson County, Kilo 8, Lima, Charlie, Sierra. I think I got that right. Correct me if I'm wrong. Lima, Charlie, Sierra. It's not rolling off my tongue very well, Lance. Lance, can you give us a status for Jackson County, please?
Good evening, Daniel. This is Lance, K8LCS in Jackson County, condition green in Jackson County, and store shelves are reasonably well stocked. Although the local Dairy Queen has been out of chocolate for a week, and it's posted on their sign, so we do have a chocolate shortage in the small town that I'm in here in Jackson County, which is Michigan Center, Michigan. Gasoline is between 356 and 367. Napoleon, which is the closest town to myself, is 356, and in Michigan Center it's 367 for gasoline. And other than that, nothing to report. Your signal report here, net control is 10 to 15 over S9 with about an S1 noise floor, so it's just beautiful signal, beautiful copy. Back to net control, this is K8LCS.
K8LCS from W5DMH. Well, thank you for that green report for Jackson County and Michigan Center. Appreciate that. Signal report for your station. You're about 5 over on my side, but my noise floor is at S1, so it's a full quieting signal. Very good audio. Thank you for taking the time to join us tonight, Lance. We appreciate it. With that, we're going to roll down to KB8OOE, Mike out of Lapeer County. Mike, what's the status over in your area of Lapeer County?
Oh, I haven't got on much because I sold the tank yesterday, and I think, I don't remember how much they put in, over 50 market, they had it the cheapest, over at Coldwater and Alpha Road, about 20 cents cheaper than here in town for Mundyville. I got Saturday, and everything's still stopped. My mom looks like it's being mowed again. Outside of that, it's pretty nice day. And I don't have a whole lot to add. I've been south on yesterday's meeting over in Davidson with the representatives. Bunch of nice folks over there. They probably look at the home market. I am not tuned into the CMRS repeater yet, but I'm planning on listening in on that, see what kind of coverage it has. I've got an antenna guy I think would work for it. I'm actually doing a little bit, but it's a real nice UHF older TV antenna, and I don't know, I think it's about 11 or 12 elements. So that might work pretty good. I may have to build up some sort of TV for it, set up to 75 ohm. But you sound great down here in Coffeyville, Lapeer County. This is KB8OE.
KB8OE from W5DMH. Well, your signal dropped a little bit there, Mike. You were down in. And next up, we've got, and thank you for that green report for Lapeer as well. Next up, we've got Mike out of Kilo Echo 8, Echo Mike Alpha County. What's the status in Lake County tonight?
Thank you, Dan, and good evening to all the men that are reporting in. I have to say that everybody's signal strength has been great, except for the last one. I could barely understand him, just like you said. But the other mics and everybody else is perfectly clear. You're bouncing at 40 over like you usually are, Dan. Up in Lake County, which is the northwest corner of the Lower Peninsula, everything is solid green. Like Mike earlier from Mecosta reported, gas has been around $3.50 a gallon. The shelves are stocked. No disturbances to speak of. Basically, everything appears to be normal, and you wouldn't think that we're on the verge of a national collapse or anything like that based on what we're seeing today. So that's about it. And Dan, I think I'm going to be in and out. I'm in the middle of canning pickles, which is why I almost missed the net tonight. So I won't be around for the repeat check-in. So this is Kilo Echo 8, Echo Mike Alpha, Mike up in Lake County, Michigan, and I'll be signing off at Dan's. I should say Dan whenever I say back to Dan. Back to W5DMH, Dan, the net control. This is K8EMA signing off.
K8EMA from W5DMH. Well, thanks, Mike. Thanks for that green report out of Lake County, and happy pickling. We had you at 10 over on your signal strength, so very good signal coming out of Lake County tonight, and appreciate you taking the time to even do an in and out. Thanks for joining us. And with that, we're going to drop down to Bill out of Macomb County, K8OB from W5DMH. Bill, what's the status down there in Macomb County?
Good evening, Dan, and all on frequency. I would have to say status for Macomb County is green. I went out and got fuel today. I got it. The cheapest I've seen it around here is the Marathon by me. They had it for $3.26 a gallon. So that was the best price I've seen around this area in a while. So I got fuel today for the truck and for the mowers and whatnot. And there's no, it's ready and available. There's no travel restrictions on anything that I'm aware of. And the wife is currently out at the grocery store. She sent me a text. She said everything looks full, everything looks good, nothing abnormal. So I would say it's green, and everything's looking pretty good over here. So that's about it, Dan. K8OB, back to net.
K8OB from W5DMH. We got you at 20 over tonight, Bill. Typical for you. Outstanding audio, very good signal. Thank you for that green report out of Macomb County, and thanks for taking the time to check in and spend a little time with the net here tonight. We always appreciate that. Next up, we've got Larry out of Lapeer County, November 8th, Lima, Juliet, November. Larry, what's the status for your section of Lapeer County tonight?
Good evening, Dan, and everyone on the net. Thanks for operating the net tonight, Dan. Everything is green here at my end of Lapeer County. I spent a lot of time in Oakland County over the weekend, and I'm surprised that diesel is now solidly below $4. I'm thrilled with that. I've also noticed that ammunition is going up a little bit, so I'm not surprised by that, but just be on the lookout for that. With regard to Lance and Jackson, you are on the avant-garde of chocolate. I actually teach supply chain, and I've been watching the chocolate supply chain for years, and we've had a really bad harvest in West Africa, where there is the largest proportion of chocolate production, and that is driving prices way high. So some people may be simply choosing not to offer that flavor. With respect to the GRMS repeater, I look forward to tuning that in on my handheld and trying to get in a little bit. Rose told me, or showed me, your post, and you've got an outstanding footprint on that map. And if those locations are receiving with a handheld, so will I. So I look forward to tuning into that. That's it for us in the south end of Lapeer County. N8LJN, back to net.
N8LJN from W5DMH. Well, thank you for that green report for Lapeer County. Your signal strength is still outstanding. You were 10 over, rock solid audio. So whatever you did to tune up, you did the right thing, because outstanding signal. And yeah, the GMRS repeater, you shouldn't have any problem getting to that with a handheld from your location. I had guys checking in from Oxford this morning, talking to the repeater from Oxford with a handheld. So some of that may have been some tropo going on, but I'm still getting outstanding reports from all over the place. So very fortunate to have the location that I got, and got that antenna tower all tuned up and ready to rock. So whenever you're ready, it's ready for you. With that, we're going to drop down to Phil out of Genesee County, Kilo Echo 8, Golf Echo Kilo. Phil, what's the status in your area of Genesee County tonight?
Yeah, Phil, Kilo Echo 8, Golf Echo Kilo. Well, I'd say everything's green here. I haven't been to too many stores, but when I've been there, it seems like the stocks are shelved. Grocery stores, but up to Menards, everything seems to be well stocked up there. The fuel prices, I'm not exactly sure what they are right now. I apologize, I didn't pay real good attention, but I know that it did drop down from the high of around 377. I did see it recently in the area like 360-ish. But I would have to just say everything is green for the moment. Things are pretty good. Been a nice day here. Nice and bright. Getting a little sunny out there right now, actually, as today's drawing to a close. But I'd have to just give everything a green light. So with that, back to Dan, back to net control.
KEA-GEK from W5DMH. Sorry, I was stumbling all over myself there. Thanks for joining us tonight, Phil. We really appreciate that. And you got a good solid 10 over signal as well. Very good audio. Perfect copy, full quieting. And thank you for that green report out of Genesee County. We appreciate that. Next up, we've got Mike out of Kalamazoo County, Kilo Echo 8, November Lima Echo. Mike, what's the status out there in Kalamazoo County tonight?
75 DNA from 48 MLE. Mike here in Kalamazoo. Status here is green. Everything seems pretty good. I haven't gotten fuel in a little while, but we got the grocery store just before the net, and everything looks fine there. So I got there on just about everybody tonight, all the way down the list, except for Mike from Lapeer there, 88 OOE. I had a tough time copying him. He was way down in my noise. Not noisy, about net 5 here tonight. And like always, Dan, you're real strong, about 10, 20 over on most go-rounds. Nothing more to add here. Glad I could make it in tonight. Hope everybody has a great week. W5DMH from KE8NLE.
KE8NLE from W5DMH. Well, I got you kind of in the weeds a little bit there. My noise floor is at S1, and I got you at about an S4 tonight, Mike. Not the best signal I've heard all night, but still, I can bring you in without any problem, and I appreciate the green report out of Kalamazoo County tonight. Thank you for taking the time to join us. With that, we're going to drop to the live stream and see what we got going on over there. So we've got Dave and Sonia out of Lapeer County. They're over by the North Branch area. They're reporting green gas in North Branch at $3.44 a gallon on Friday. And then we've got Tammy, who is KE8ZMW out of Genesee County. She's reporting $3.27 a gallon in Genesee County, and shelves well stocked. And they are actually up in Kalkaska today for their grandson's open house. Well, good for you guys. Kalkaska is a wonderful place to be. I got an aunt that lives up there. Love that area. Then we've got W8 MMC. Jerry out of Berry County is reporting green, and he found diesel at $3.13 a gallon in Cedar Springs. So he's up north as well. And he also saw a little bump in food prices, but not bad. And then last but not least, we've got Sid in Asante County, Minnesota. Let me spit that out correctly. Reporting green, gas at $3.09 a gallon, and store shelves well stocked. No issues. Fantastic. Thanks for joining us, Sid. And Jerry and Tammy and Dave and Sonia. Appreciate all you guys checking in there. We've got 6 people showing up on chat, and a handful of them participated. But we've got some extras out there on the live stream as well that aren't chatting for whatever reason, but that's okay. No problem. Glad to see you're out there. This is Whiskey 5 Delta Mike Hotel, and reporting for Lapeer County. I'm going to report green. I have no idea what fuel prices are. I haven't bought fuel in a week, so I haven't really paid attention. I have been in the store, and the store shelves have been well stocked. So with that, I'm going to take any other check-ins, any late check-ins for the Midwest Prepper Report Net. Call now with your call sign, your county, and your name to Whiskey 5 Delta Mike Hotel.
Kilo Echo 8 Victor November Kevin, Freeport, Michigan, Kent County.
Gotcha, Kevin. Any other straggling check-ins for the Midwest Prepper Report Net? Call now.
NADD Berry in Roscommon County.
Let me cross cross-check that call sign quick. That was November 8th, Bravo Alpha Delta, correct?
Negative but close. November 8th, DAV Delta, Alpha Delta. Barry here in Streetville, Michigan, over.
Okay, that is November 8th, Delta Alpha Delta, Barry out of Roscommon County. Okay, I got you. Any other check-ins for the Midwest Prepper Report Net? Call now. Okay, nothing else heard, so we're going to roll up to Kevin out of Kent County, Kilo Echo 8, Victor November. Kevin, what's the status over there in Kent County tonight?
Kilo Echo 8, Victor November. Yeah, I would say green. We were at the store yesterday. The store shelves are stocked. Plenty of everything, really. Gas prices are $3.64 yesterday. That's about it. So that'll turn it back to that. KE8VM.
KEAVN from W5DMH. I got you at a solid 10 over signal. Outstanding audio as always, Kevin. Thank you for taking a moment to join us tonight and reporting green for Kent County. We appreciate that. And next up, we've got Barry out of Roscommon County, November 8th, Delta Alpha November. Barry, what's the status in Roscommon County tonight?
Well, I'm not sure what you're looking for. I'm a newbie here, I guess. Go ahead.
Okay, so the way it works is basically you report red, yellow, green for your county. Green would be everything is copacetic, food is readily available, energy, fuel, water, no restrictions of any kind. That's green. If you're experiencing difficulty getting fuel or store shelves are becoming empty or something like that, you might be yellow. And if you're in a full lockdown, you'd be like red. And generally, folks report out fuel costs near them to give everybody kind of a level set for what fuel is going for around the state and in the adjoining states to us. That gives you kind of a little bit of a context. So generally, most counties are green unless they're on fire or something. So that's how we format it. On our website, offgridcomms.com, you'll find a complete rundown on each of the categories that we're asking for green, yellow, red on. It'll give you a little more context to it. You look at offgridcomms.com, that's with 2 M's, and then look at the MPRNET schedule, and you'll see the different statuses and the colors and all that fun stuff. So with that, I'll throw it back to you, Barry. Roscommon County, N8, Delta Alpha Delta. You want to try giving us a status for Roscommon County? Barry, you still with us? We seem to have lost Barry. All right, well, we'll roll back up to the top. Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Zulu Victor, Mike out of Mecosta County. Mike, anything additional for the net tonight?
Thanks again, Dan. This is Mike in Mecosta, Kitty 8YZV. One thing I did want to note for you that I thought was kind of unusual today, I did wind up going up to a couple of stores in Big Rapids, and what I found unusual for it being a Sunday afternoon, the Walmart and the Aldi and Lowe's did not have very many customers, which I thought was quite unusual, and Farm and Home as well. Seemed to be very light foot traffic in the stores, so thought that was unusual. And I just wanted to say, Bill, rock solid signal this evening up in my direction from you. You were hitting me at least 10 over, so rock solid audio as well. Back to net control, W5DMH from KD8YZV.
KD8YZV from W5DMH. Well, thanks, Mike. Thanks for taking a moment and giving us a little more information. And with that, we're going to drop down to Lance out of Jackson County, Kilo 8. LCS, Lance, anything additional for the net tonight? And Lance must have checked out. So we're going to drop down to Mike out of Lapeer County, KB8OE. Anything additional for the net tonight?
No, what was the website again? Offgridcomms.com?
Correct. The website is offgridcomms.com. That's OFFGRIDCOMMS.com.
Oh, I left it out. Hold on a second.
You have anything else for the net, Mike?
I just want to see if she load up. Yeah, I sent you a message over Facebook. I'm pretty sure I had your account, but it sits there for 2 weeks, so I give up and deleted it. I don't really have anything else to add. I'm gonna probably holler for Phil if he's still on. I may holler for him here after the net's done, or shoot down to up to 40 meters. But good job on the net. And, maybe I'll talk to you, see you at some point soon. It's been a while. I want to get into the mesh casting stuff and pick your brain on that a little bit, or see a system up and running. But it's not imperative that I see it anytime soon. So I know everybody's swamped with summertime here and things get busy. I'll say 7-3 and I'll listen out. This is KB8OE.
KB8OE from W5DMH. Well, your signal's coming up a little bit there, Mike. Thanks for taking the time to join us tonight. And with that, we're going to drop down to Bill out of Macomb County, K8OB. Anything additional for the net tonight, Bill?
Yeah, good evening, Dan. The only thing I'd like to say is your signal is coming through, pushing 30 over. Great audio, great signal as usual. For some reason, I got a S9 plus noise floor over here on my end, on my 80 meter antenna. So I don't know, maybe it's just something locally around by me, but man, I've never heard it this loud on my end. But fortunately, you're much louder. Mike Macasta, yeah, he's punching 20 over 9. So you guys, most of you guys are coming in and are very well copyable, except for the gentleman you spoke to, KB8OE Mike. I think he's in Columbiaville. He's right at my noise floor. But anyways, I have to figure out if it's something local here or not. I don't know. But you guys you're pretty much making it in. And as always, Dan, thanks for running the net, and it's much appreciated. So until next time, K8OB, back to net control.
K8OB from W5DMH. Yeah, you're up in the 20 to 30 range now yourself. Outstanding audio as always. I mean, you got like broadcast quality audio coming up here. So outstanding signal, Bill. Thanks for joining us tonight. And appreciate you always taking your time to do it. With that, we're going to drop down to Larry out of Lapeer County, N8LJN. Larry, anything else for the Midwest Prepper Report Net tonight?
Well, the only thing I'd like to add is Mike, KB8OOE. I am hearing you about 20 miles south of you at an S7, mostly readable, so just a point of reference there. And Kevin, kudos, KEADN, kudos on your call sign. Very clever. And that'll be it for N8LJN. Back to net. And Dan, thank you very much for running the net.
N8LJN from W5DMH. Well, my pleasure, Larry. Appreciate you taking time to join us tonight. And hopefully we'll see you again on Wednesday night. With that, we're going to drop down to Phil out of Genesee County, Kilo Echo 8, Golf Echo Kilo. Phil, anything additional for the net tonight?
No, nothing to add. I'll start paying a little bit better attention to what's going on around here now, so I can get on here and make a better report. But I want to thank you for mentioning the offgridcomms.com site. I'll get on there and look around, do some reading, and with that, you all have a nice evening. And back to Dan, back to W5DMH.
KAGEK from W5DMH. So thanks again, Phil, for joining us tonight. We appreciate it, and we'll look forward to seeing you in future nets, Wednesdays and Sundays at 7 p.m. For HF. We do a 2-meter on Sunday nights at 6 p.m. I don't know if I can hit you over there in Genesee County or not. And I think in the coming weeks, we're going to light up a GMRS net as well, because there's I have better coverage with the GMRS repeater than I do with my Simplex 2 meter. So we may be lighting that up here in the next couple of weeks. So keep your eyes out for that. With that, we're going to drop down to KE8 NLE. Mike out of Kalamazoo County. Mike, anything additional for the net tonight?
Dan and the rest of the group, not a whole lot more to add here. Again, everything's done real good here in Kalamazoo, and I hope everybody's having a great week. KE8 NLE.
KE8 NLE from W5DMH. Thanks for joining us as always, Mike. We appreciate you being out there. Look forward to hearing you on mobile Wednesday night, maybe. With that, we're going to drop down to Kevin out of Kent County, Kilo Echo 8, Victor November. Kevin, anything additional for the net tonight?
Again, no, nothing to add. Just to let you know, your signal's coming in between 30 and 40 over. You're booming in here. It sounds awesome. But yeah, nothing else really to add. Hope everybody has a good week. 73s, everybody. Have a good night. KEAVN, back to net.
KEAVN from W5DMH. Well, yeah, your signal's still booming too, Kevin. You always have a super great signal, and your audio is always outstanding. So thanks for taking a moment to join us tonight. And last but not least, we've got Barry out of Roscommon County. Hopefully he's come back around. That's N8DAD. Barry, anything additional for the net tonight? No, apparently Barry is checked out. So it's 7:30, and there is a GMRS net going on the linked network and it's coming out of my GMRS repeater at 7:30 tonight. So I'm going to join that net. If you guys want to try and listen, it's 462-600, and see if you can pick up the repeater. It's been getting rave reviews from all over the place, so who knows? Maybe you'll hear it. With that, I'm going to call the ball and return this frequency back to its previous use. I appreciate everybody joining us tonight, both on live chat and on the air. 7-3 to everybody on both the live stream and on the air. And I will be clear of this frequency upon your finals, W5DMH.
This is KD8YZB, 73s, everybody. And by the way, Bill, noise level in my area is around S7, S8, so you're not alone.